Judah in the building as well.
What's up, my guy?
What up,
The
Zab?
champ! Oh my God! First of all, man, welcome to the show. Before champ with your boy Zab Judah in Mill City Boxing. Hey yo, man, I want to give you a congratulations, man. You probably got the best knockout of the decade. I'm not gonna lie. That was very cool. You know what I'm saying? I want to commend you on your persistency and how you kept moving forward and made things happen. That was amazing. Amazing.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. I appreciate that so much, man. Especially coming
Yeah.
from you.
Word.
Especially coming from you.
I
I don't
seen.
know if you I
Good.
met you. I met you. You know what you're gonna remember, but I met you in 2020 at Danny Garcia red check fight on the floor, and I was like, "Yo, Zab, what's going on?" And bro, you gave me you showed me some love, and I'm like, "Fuck!" I couldn't believe how humble you were.
Yeah.
You're one of my favorite fighters of all time.
That's what's up, man. Look, today, now I got a chance to come back and give you your flowers, man. You did an excellent job, man. I mean, what I want to ask you is this: what you showed you showed a lot of focus and persistence in the fight. You know what I'm saying? Meaning that you never gave up. At times, I mean, you was clearly losing the fight. You was losing the fight. Basically everybody had you down on every round, but I just seen your consistency, your patience, your eyeball. You was still there. You was trying and trying and trying and trying and trying and trying. Tell me what that moment felt like.
You know what? I knew from even before, like walking into the fight, that it was gonna be a tough first half of the fight, and he's gonna be very tricky. I didn't think he'd be as tricky as he was.
Right.
He's a tremendous fighter, tremendous athlete, but I knew that I had to push through a lot of adversity before I knock him out. That was the plan. That was a given. I knew what I had to do, and I pushed through a lot of adversity. He was landing some good shots, and I was getting the odd stab in there and trying to touch his body, but he was tough to get at the beginning because he was so fast and his timing was really good. Mine was off a little bit. I don't know. I didn't perform as good as I normally do. And I'm not just
Okay.
using that as an excuse. I didn't feel like the crowd got to me. Like I wasn't nervous at all. Um, it was just hard to get to him. My legs just didn't have that pop. And I remember after the fifth round, my coach said, "Look, you're down, but now we're entering the second half of the fight, and this is where we take over."
Mm.
And the knockout was fucking devastating in the sixth.
Tell me, during your training camp, were you preparing for this type of situation? Were you preparing for a fight where he comes in and boxes very good, and you have to go in there and challenge yourself and knock him out?
Yeah, yeah. I knew that he was going to be, an amazing boxer, and the game plan was, look, attack, damage him early on, just damage him, hurt his arms, hurt his body, hit anything but his head. I knew the head was going to be very tough to touch at the beginning, so just hit this guy anywhere you can. In the second half, he'll be damaged, and that's when we get him.
Mills?
Yeah, man. Once again, congratulations. So this was a scheduled 10-rounder. Once again, Zab Judah said that, you was down on the scorecards throughout the fight. Did you know that you were down in every scorecard, like every single round? Did you know that?
Absolutely. I didn't feel like I won a round. Absolutely.
So in your in the corner, what's being said? Is the coach saying you need a knockout to win?
No, he's not saying that. He's telling me, he's giving me advice of how to land the shots to the body and stuff like that. Um, Look, like I said, we knew we needed a knockout to win even before the fight. Before the fight happened, I was not going to go in there. I mean, when is that ever going to happen? Even if I won, even if I thought I won, do you know what I'm saying? I knew that I had to finish this fight before it even happened. So yeah,
Now,
like I
question,
yeah.
question. Would you give him a rematch?
Why not? I mean, I don't think he deserves one. When you go
Okay,
to sleep like that, is a rematch ever deserving? But yeah,
okay,
why not?
okay.
I,
Sound
Manny
good.
Pacquiao
I
Okay.
to
do it
Marquez.
again. I do it again.
Okay, with that being said, what is next for you? I mean, we hear that now Floyd Schofield, Kid Austin called you out and he gave you opportunity. Is that something you looking to engage
And
in?
before you answer that, everybody tag Kid Austin right now in the comments as well. Might as
Kid
well.
Austin, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tagging him in.
I called him out in the post fight interview because that was his fight to take. He was supposed to fight, and then he got injured, right? And then they called me short notice, um, like 3.5 weeks out. But yeah, that'd be a tremendous fight, man. Kid Austin's a big name now. He's made a name for himself. He's a strong fighter, good puncher, and when you got two punchers matched up, you're destined for a good fight.
Okay. Now, moving forward, looking at it, do you see yourself winning that fight, and do you see a knockout happening in that fight? Because right now, everybody's, your next fight out, they're gonna be looking for that devastating knockout because you just showed some dynamic power from
Yeah, for
yourself.
sure.
So,
I set the bar high for myself, but
yeah.
that's what I do. I'm a knockout artist. I knock people out. I'm not trying to, you know, win the majority of rounds. I mean, look, if I can, I will, absolutely. But my thing, I'm timing, man. I'm timing. I'm power, and I'm not just a banger, man. I could box. I could box, and I'm gonna show that. I'm gonna show that my next fight. That's what I plan on doing. I like to box and get the knockout.
So is it clear to say that Kid Austin, if he does take the fight, he's going to sleep as well?
Yeah, I mean, I plan on putting everyone to sleep for sure.
Mm, mm, mm.
Before I get into Kid Austin, because that's definitely going to be a topic, you obviously called them out. Have you ever knocked anybody like that out in your life in
I've knocked
that
out guys
fashion?
where not fashion. No, I mean that doesn't happen very often at all anywhere. But I've knocked
Look
guys
like a
that were
Tekken movie. Look like Mortal Kombat.
yeah, that was probably one of the craziest knockouts of the
Yo,
decade. Zab's had that.
you and Jake Paul is probably running neck and neck in knockouts because I don't know which was the Nate Robinson knockout or that one, but they was kind of similar positions, right?
Yeah,
It was kind of similar,
yeah,
and it was
yeah,
on a Jake Paul card again. That's kind of crazy.
yeah. And it was in the same arena when Jake Paul knocked out Woodley.
Oh my God, I didn't know
Same
that.
fucking
Look at that.
arena.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Wow.
Insane.
Um, so when you clipped him with two shots before the big hook, when did you know that he was out? Because it seemed like the right hand, the second right hand. Are you a righty?
I'm right-handed. Yeah.
Your second right hand looked like he put him to sleep on his feet.
Yeah. So I timed him with the first one. I hit him with the first one, and he like tried to roll out of it. And then when he came back up to punch again, that's when I hit him with the second one, and then the left hook. Right? Did I know he was out with the first one? No, I didn't. I mean, it happened so quick, right? You
Mid
just want to,
combination.
yeah, like you're just like, it just happened so quick. I mean, you don't know until you watch the video, but
Did you
when I
see
hit
the
him with
home
the
run happen? Like, did you see? Were you watching the hook at the end, or
Oh yeah, when I landed that hook, I was because the thing is when you land a shot on the chin like that, you don't really feel the impact because their head just like boom, right?
Right.
It's not
Right.
like you're hitting something hard. It just like it follows right through. And when I felt that, I was like, "Oh my God, I just killed this dude." And I was running to the corner post to celebrate, and this fucking ref
Yeah.
was
Shout
like
out to
pulling me.
Zab and I were gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk. Let's stay into the knockout too, because you were saying it. Because like I said, I seen his face go this way, then this way, And it's like he was going into the right hand. That was Scoop. So his head was already coming this way. So in reality, his head went this way, it went this way, and then it went back this way. In one clip,
Yeah,
I was like, "Whoa!"
yeah, I know and that's what made it so devastating. Like you never get a three-piece like that where a guy goes down on his face and is out for like how many minutes after. Like, I was worried about the kid.
Yeah,
I really was because
Nate
you got to go.
Robinson, him.
What's that?
You made him into Nate Robinson.
Yeah.
Nasty
That was Jake's what?
work.
First fight or second fight against Nate?
Yeah.
I think it was the second fight. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. Whew.
face down, ass up. It was
Yeah.
bad.
That was real bad. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Amazing. Amazing.
it was amazing. If you're a boxing fan and you like brutality like that, Mortal Kombat, you know what I mean? Finish him.
But that's what the people pay for. They pay for that. They pay to see that. They pay to see that explosion. That you know what I'm saying? That Mike Tyson, Javante Davis, now that Lucas. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. You got a
Yeah.
shot named after you now, that Lucas. Don't get
Yeah.
hit with that Lucas, baby.
Yeah.
You
I,
get hit
I
with
call
that
I call it the
Lucas.
body special.
Yeah, word up.
So,
Word.
so does your alias change from now on, from here now on? Like your alias is Prince. You must have a knockout name now,
Yeah,
right?
you got it.
Like what
I don't
after
know.
that one?
I'll let the people speak about that.
Nickname. I don't know.
Yo, real quick, if you had a hit list right now in your weight class for fights that you wanted to make, the biggest fights in the world, what would they be?
Biggest fights right now in the world.
Give me three.
At
For for
135.
for you.
I think of eventually. Obviously, it's not going to happen next fight or the fight after. I definitely want Davis. Davis is in
Javante?
the future,
Wait, wait,
possibly
wait, Javante?
Javante Davis.
Okay,
The
Yep,
big cow.
okay.
yep.
I
Um,
You want the big bag.
yeah, I think I got the abilities to beat a guy like that.
Mm,
One because of the power. He's got to respect the power. Two, because I haven't showed my boxing abilities yet. I can box, and you guys are gonna see my next fight. And I feel that I could put him in I could put him in situations that no one else can and no one else has in the past. So yeah, people might think I'm crazy, but I told people that you know Lomachenko is beatable back then, and people thought I was crazy. And then Lopez beat him, and then people were like, oh, maybe he's not as good as we thought. Well, no, it's just not that. It's just people were fighting him stupid. People were swinging at his head, and they couldn't touch his head. Lopez went to the body early and walked him down, and he fought a great fight and beat him. Beat the man. Everyone's beatable. Hittable is beatable. So I don't look at anyone and think that they're untouchable or they're not beatable. Like that's not true.
okay. So yeah, what? So that's number one. I mean, what else? Who else is on your list?
Um,
You're
but
17 and 0 with
I'll
an
fight
eight.
anybody, man. I don't care. Like I'll fight anybody. I really don't care
But
who
I'm
it is.
pretty sure you've been watching boxing throughout the years, and when the 135-pound class comes up, I'm pretty sure you look at these guys and be like,
Sorry,
I
say
could
that
beat
again.
them.
You cut out. You cut out. Say that
I said
again.
I'm I said I'm pretty sure when you look at the 135-pound class division, you look at it and be like, wait a minute, I can handle these guys. I want to fight these guys.
Yeah,
So we got Javante Davis. Now we need two more.
two more at 135. Hmm. Um, any of the two
What about a Ryan?
champions, man.
What about a Ryan Garcia?
That's
You see yourself fighting a
one.
guy like a
That's
Ryan
one. That's 140. That's 140.
at 140? Okay. What about Shakur Stevens.
Shakur Stevenson, yeah, I mean, he's not the most exciting fighter, but he's a champion. He's got what I want, so I'll take it.
How do you respect his skills?
He, he's he's an incredible boxer,
Right,
but he gets hit too, and hittable is beatable.
right. What about Keyshawn Davis?
Keyshawn, yeah, that could be a fight in the future for sure too.
Mm,
I was in the
mm.
amateurs with him. I never got matched up with him, but we were in the same tournaments.
And how you see that playing out?
Tough fight. Tough fight.
Okay, okay.
But there'll be a time where I clip him, and it might change the fight or might put him out.
I like the way he talking. He talking my talk.
Look, I could get hey, you could lose every single round in a fight and still win, right? This is
Right,
professional boxing. This is not, 3 rounds of boxing.
right, right.
And we've seen it happen so many times in the past, and I obviously proved what I could do on Saturday night. But yeah, I honestly my last 3 fights I haven't gotten touched. My defense is actually very, very, very good. It probably didn't look like it on Saturday, but did he have me hurt at all? Not once.
How was how was the experience of working with Jake Paul?
Amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah, his company was amazing, to be honest. Extremely organized. Everything was on point. Everything they said they were gonna do, they did. They're they're real professionals, man. I got a lot of respect for Jake Paul and MVP. I mean, even Jake Paul is a fighter. I got respect for him, man. He could fight.
yeah.
You can't deny that. You can't deny it. Like, is he a world champion right now? No.
Right.
Is he going to be a world champion this year? Absolutely not. But man, look what this guy's done in the little amount of time he's been in boxing. He's actually
100%.
fighting. Okay, what is he? He got 7 fights, 8 fights, bro. Who is fighting a guy like Anderson Silva in their first 8 fights? Fucking nobody. You're fighting like the bottom of the barrel guys. This guy's actually fighting, I know they're a lot smaller, but guys that have been in the fight game. Guys like Nate Diaz and
Guys with
uh,
experience.
with experience
Experience.
that actually
Yeah.
know how to fight. So I do respect him. He tried to fight Tommy Fury, and he was a close fight. It was a close fight. I know he didn't win. Who's fighting a guy that's undefeated? Like, what was he, 6-0 in his first 5 fights? Nobody's doing that. So,
Right.
as like the competition level, it's not as bad as people play it out to be. I know they want to put him in tough right away, but he's building, man. He's building because he's got a goal to be a world champion. So I respect it.
Mm.
And not only that, what he's doing outside of his own career, building gyms in Puerto Rico and helping other fighters. And how could you deny it? Like how could you not respect a man like that?
Right. Right. So basically, it's fair to say your experience over there with Jake Paul has been magnificent.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
He
dope.
took good care of us.
That's dope. That's dope. That's what I want. I want more people to understand about, these type of, great people in the world that's doing great things out there. You know what I'm saying? Again, give these guys their flowers early. Because Jake Paul does have a platform where he's giving people opportunity and chances. You know what I mean? And he's building a lot of new stars. He's bringing in new faces to the game. And, yeah, that's going to be awesome. One more thing before we go about the Jake thing. Tell me your prediction on Jake Paul, Mike Tyson.
Oh man, I hate that
Me
fight. I hate
too.
it because you got such a fucking legend of the sport fighting at the age he's at against a guy that could punch. I just don't want to see something bad happen to Mike. That's all.
Right,
That's all.
right, right,
I,
right.
I mean,
Mike, Mike is the
Mike
big brother
Tyson.
to everybody.
Yeah, right. Like I just don't want to see anyone, a legend like that, get hurt by Jake Paul. But it is what it is. I mean, he's taking the fight. I don't see I don't see Jake losing the fight just based on Mike's age. He
Right,
should
right.
he shouldn't be cleared to fight, man. Fuck, why is he taking this? He doesn't need this.
If you look at his condition and his mental, he looks to be very sound and sane. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he speaks well. You know what I'm saying? His condition and body structure is very in tone right now. So he looks to be like he's preparing for this situation. You know what I mean? And I kind of respect that in the first fight when he got injured and he wasn't 100% able to go in there. He backed out the fight until he could go in there and be 100% able. At an age of 58 years old, it's not a good chance. I mean, that would not have been a good sign that he took the fight at 58. For the fact that he backed out of it and said, "Let me get more time to prepare myself," I'm giving him more of an opportunity and chance based on the experience level, based on just him being Mike Tyson. You know what I'm saying? Just being in great shape, putting together a good 1, 2, 3. I think that's all he would possibly need to get the job done.
Yeah. The only thing is like the last thing to, sorry, the first thing to go on an old fighter, it's
Speed,
not his strength,
speed,
it's not, it's not,
agility.
yeah, it could be a speed. No, the first thing to go are his eyes. They don't see the punches as well as
Mm,
they normally see them.
mm,
You know what I mean? And that's why old fighters get fucking knocked out bad because
mm,
it's not. You know what I mean? It's they call it their chin. Their chin goes right. They just don't see the punches they can normally do.
The senses
mm,
they start to
They
fade
don't. They
away.
don't
mm.
have the reflexes. They don't have that. You know what I mean? So it's. I just hope. I just hope he comes out of it healthy, man.
Yeah.